tonight from people all over Colorado. Fox 31 viewers capturing bright meteors shooting across the sky.
It was the streak seen across the sky, now seen around this as our 8 News Now investigators confirm Metro actually set up at this home where a family called 911 claiming to see aliens in their backyard.
Hi YouTubers, this is a video from your friendly neighborhood reviewer Evelyn. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to cover this UFO unveiling in the Mexican Congress. Now when I saw this, I was left shocked. Apparently due to testing, carbon dating, that the 2 specimens that they found in the mines of Peru were dated to be 1,000 years old. Now there's 2 big questions that are left in this unveiling. The first, how did this ufologist and the doctor manage to transport these 2 specimens out of Peru, and did it cross any international laws? That's the first part. And the second part is the scientific analysis they did and whether it was valid or fake. Now let's go back to the 26th of July 2023, in which in front of Congress a whistleblower of David Grush testified that as part of the Pentagon he was in charge of looking after the books projects that the military was looking at UAPs, or UFOs most commonly known. And he went and admitted in front of Congress that the people he spoke to confirmed that the military and the US government has alien crafts, and the inference they managed to reverse engineer the technology. Now the big point of contention was the politicians in the Congress were even admitting that when they tried to look themselves about this black books military projects, they were denied access. Now the strangest thing is that this whistleblower is not just David Grush and the other pilots from the Navy that saw these unidentified objects. When they saw news of these 2 specimen aliens in Mexico, they went and said that it's unsubstantiated evidence, which left me surprised because they don't know for sure. But the thing that I found interesting was the doctor that was with the Mexican ufologist. So we have a prominent doctor that's backing up the journalist / ufologist claims is Jose de Jesus Benitez. Apparently he's the director of the Health Sciences Research Institute of the Secretary of the Navy, that he participated in the Congress hearing in Mexico, backing up the journalist of Malsan's claims that the test they did, which was compared with 1 million species, and they're not related to what is known as described up to this moment by science or by human knowledge. Because apparently they did the DNA testing and a large percentage was not found to be human. Also, Julieta Ferrero, scientist of the Mexico's National Autonomous University Institute of Astronomy, who reviewed Malsan's test results for Reuters, sees far less mystery in the data. She said that the presence of carbon-14 in studies done by this university proves that the samples were related to brain and skin tissues from different mummies who died at different times. The data's out there. You can have a look for the data and decide which seems to be more plausible. And then it carries on to explain that the proportion of the radioactive carbon-14 isotope that is absorbed by living organisms in their tissue decays over time, which allows scientists to determine the approximate year of the specimen. Apparently on other planets, the amount of carbon-14 in the atmosphere will not necessarily be the same as on Earth. Because also, apparently the researchers that did one part of the research, they claimed that with the carbon-dated remains, found that these 2 alien specimens were more than 1,000 years old. Now, there's the big controversy here. Everybody's saying that this looks fake, looks like paper mache, but let the science speak for themselves, and I hope the researchers and the journalists attached to these 2 finds will be allowed the world to take specimens and to analyze whether the claims are true or provide a different perspective. One perspective that maybe we can be more open to, this could be maybe another part of human evolution in the stages of evolution that we haven't found yet. And of course, we have the other thing about this physicist of Aviv Loeb, the director of Harvard Astronomy Department. Apparently he appeared by video link to the Mexican government and to allow international scientists to further research the specimens. So Aviv Loeb, I've seen him on certain podcasts, him talking about the idea that science has not willing to question life outside of the Earth. And also, most notably, he went and in this part of the ocean in the Pacific, don't hold me to where, this is just a quick what I remember, that they found foreign substances very deep down in the ocean. And Aviv Loeb's claims is these parts that's not found on this Earth could be from an alien spacecraft. So this is a completely wonderful time we're going through, but at the same time, us as human beings, even though we're presented with pictures and even research, we still don't believe it. I hope that science will open up the testing and for us not to be afraid of the idea of life that doesn't come from this Earth.